The story takes place in Michigan, in a small, not-so-wealthy town called Everett. Jerry works at a cornflake factory as a production line manager. He's been there for 42 years, ever since he graduated from high school. Jerry is exceptionally good at math, and even better at applying it to his work. Until one day, the factory's production line shuts down completely. And at the same time, Jerry reaches retirement age. On his very first day of retirement, his family throws him a small get-together at home. Their neighbor Howard comes by too. Everyone's in good spirits. Everyone except Jerry. After working his whole life, suddenly having nothing to do feels deeply unsettling. The kids worry he'll get bored after retirement, so they give him a gift, a fishing boat. Jerry has never really been into fishing, but he doesn't want to ruin the mood, so he pretends to be thrilled. His wife, Maggie, can tell how he really feels. She comforts him, saying he'll get used to it over time. A month goes by. The fishing boat sits untouched in the yard, exactly where it was. Jerry himself looks a lot more careless. Without work, he doesn't even bother shaving anymore. When he has nothing to do, he plays Sudoku by himself. Every month, Jerry meets with his accountant to review his investment returns. The accountant suggests switching to higher-yield stocks. Jerry refuses outright. Higher returns mean higher risk. He prefers stability. Maybe he really is too idle. One day, Jerry finally remembers the dusty fishing boat and decides to take it out. But the car isn't parked properly and starts sliding toward the water. He panics and hits the gas to pull it back up, but goes too fast and ends up damaging the boat's engine. Furious, Jerry kicks the boat several times. Later, at the grocery store, he overhears the owner chatting with a customer about a lottery called Windfall. This lottery has a mechanism called a roll down. If the jackpot reaches $2 million, but no one matches all 6 numbers, the prize money rolls down and gets distributed among people who matched 3, 4, or 5 numbers. Basically, matching just 2 numbers gets you your money back. Jerry listens, and suddenly, something clicks. He grabs a napkin and starts calculating. Very quickly, he spots the flaw. During roll-down weeks, the odds of winning are actually very high. If you buy enough tickets, you're almost guaranteed to get some money back, and more than you spend. This isn't gambling. It's a math problem. Jerry explains his idea to his accountant. The accountant doesn't believe him at all. There are professionals at the Detroit Lottery who study these numbers every day, he says. There's no way they'd leave a loophole for regular people. Jerry snaps back angrily. I can't believe you're my accountant, even if you're only part-time. Since no one believes him, Jerry decides to do it himself. He goes to the bank. For the first time in his life, after only ever depositing, he withdraws $2,000 from his pension. Then he buys 1,000 lottery tickets. To keep his wife from finding out, he secretly checks the numbers on TV that night. After doing the math, he realizes he didn't make money. He lost $327. The blow hits him hard. Even during card games, he's distracted. Maggie thinks he's still struggling with retirement and tells him gently, just because something didn't happen the way you expected, doesn't mean it won't happen at all. Good luck and bad luck. They're both probability. That's when Jerry suddenly understands. $1,000 isn't enough. The sample size is too small. Of course the probabilities aren't stable. He rushes back to the bank and explains to the teller. If you flip a coin 1,000 times, the result can be skewed. But flip it 5,000 times, and it gets much closer to the true probability. The sample size has to be big enough. He plans to withdraw $4,200. Then notices there's over $4,000 left in the account. He thinks for a moment, decides to take out $6,000. Then realizes leaving $2,000 behind doesn't make much sense either. In the end, he withdraws $8,000 in one go. Under the cashier's stunned, judgmental stare, Jerry buys 8,000 lottery tickets at once. The results come in. After doing the math, he's up $15,700. To avoid suspicion, he hides the cash in a popcorn tin. But on family day, his granddaughter wants popcorn, nearly exposing the secret. Jerry scrambles to distract her, grabs the popcorn back, and quickly moves the money into a cereal box. That night, after everyone leaves, Maggie asks if he's hiding something. She's actually wondering if he's been sneaking too many cookies. But Jerry panics and confesses everything about the lottery. To his surprise, Maggie isn't angry at all. She fully supports him. She's waited 42 years for Jerry to retire, hoping for a different kind of life. Reality has been too dull. It's time to take a little risk, she says. The next morning, they decide to put the entire $15,700 back into lottery tickets. Then they discover their local grocery store no longer sells tickets. To buy them, they'll have to drive to Massachusetts. About a 10-hour drive. After a quick discussion, they decide to drive. Maggie's enthusiasm far exceeds Jerry's expectations. She packs 3 days worth of food and even brings a radio. One lottery machine can only print 1,000 tickets per hour. Printing 8,000 takes a full day. To save money, they stay at an old roadside motel. On draw night, they stay up all night checking tickets. This time, they net $21,043. At dawn, Jerry nervously goes to claim the prize. Maggie tells him not to worry. Buying lottery tickets isn't illegal. Then she suddenly wonders, what if someone else has discovered the same loophole? Meanwhile, in a Harvard dorm, a student named Tyler is studying lottery probabilities, including windfall. On the drive home, Maggie has another idea. If the more you invest, the more you earn, she says. Why not go bigger? Why not start a company and get more people to buy tickets together? After all, who doesn't like making money? The first person to join is Jerry's accountant. Then come friends from around town. They start brainstorming what to call the company, whether they need a logo. Not everyone has money to invest. Some people offer personal items as collateral. Jerry tries to bring his kids in. His daughter isn't very interested, but invests $500 to humor her dad. His son doesn't participate at all. Ironically, the biggest help comes from his granddaughter. She draws the company logo herself. The couple returns to the supermarket with $40,000. The owner, Bill, hears the amount and immediately asks Jerry, "Are you a drug dealer?" With so many tickets to print, Jerry asks Bill to stay open late. Bill hesitates. His marriage is falling apart, and he's planning to drink outside the store with 2 friends that night. Jerry has an idea. He invites Bill to join them. Just like that, Bill becomes a partner. That night, Jerry and Maggie print tickets inside the store, while Bill drinks and chats outside. Not only do they finish printing, Bill also recruits 2 new partners, adding another 500 tickets. The draw time arrives. Maggie suggests checking the numbers the next day and gives Jerry a knowing look. Early the next morning, Bill bangs on the motel door, ecstatic. They've won $82,000. Their investment doubles instantly. To avoid audits, Jerry stores an entire box of tickets in the garage. Even though his son never really participated, Jerry tells him, "There's a share in this for you too." The accountant and the other partners are thrilled. Meanwhile, Tyler has also discovered the windfall loophole. He convinces classmates to ask their parents for tuition and book money, then uses it to buy lottery tickets. He himself doesn't put in a single dollar. At the same time, Jerry starts feeling uneasy. Opportunities like this don't last forever. They have to move fast. He makes a bold decision. Next time, they'll spend $600,000. The problem is, one lottery machine can't handle that volume. By regulation, each location is allowed only one machine. Bill can't buy another. But where there's a will, there's a way. They find a friend who owns a restaurant and buy another machine under his name. The restaurant is open 24 hours a day, so the machine can run nonstop. Everything is ready. Then suddenly, a woman storms into the store, grabs a whole case of beer, and starts yelling at Bill. Jerry stares in shock. "Did she just rob you?" Bill replies calmly, "That's my wife." With money, Bill grows bolder. He files for divorce. She never saw it coming. That's why she's furious. Elsewhere, Tyler wins $50,000 the very first time he plays. He decides to go bigger. Because the machines sometimes print duplicate numbers, he has his classmates fill in tickets by hand. His friend Eric discovers another group buying tickets at an even larger scale. Eric is a computer whiz. He hacks the system and traces them to a supermarket. They drive there overnight. When they see the elderly couple, they laugh. They'd expected a criminal organization. Tyler states his purpose plainly. He wants Jerry to join their team. Tyler will handle the lottery operations, and the couple can just collect their share. Jerry refuses on the spot and tells them to leave. It's his wedding anniversary. As they're leaving, Tyler jokes, "Your math is good, but at Harvard, we study binomial distribution. Look it up," he says. "You'll see the odds are on our side." But they've underestimated Jerry. Jerry points out their flaw immediately. Hand-filling tickets is too slow. By the time they finish, the draw will already be over. Even if they make it in time, most of the winnings will be split among others, leaving very little for students. Tyler has no rebuttal and storms off. Not long after, Tyler returns. This time, he isn't negotiating, he's threatening. He claims he's hacked the system and can track Jerry's bets anywhere. He even threatens to access Jerry's accounts directly. Jerry hesitates. In the end, he decides to quit. At a shareholder meeting, Jerry announces they'll stop betting. His son hears about the Harvard students from others and comes to talk to him. "This isn't a math problem anymore," he says. "You made this whole town feel bigger than it is. That's why people followed you." The words hit Jerry deeply. He tells Maggie why he never liked fishing. When his son was 16, they went fishing together. Jerry's mind was full of calculations. Water speed, float movement, His son asked, "Dad, what are you thinking about?" Jerry snapped out of it, only to realize his son had been talking about a girl he liked. Sometimes, talent isn't a gift. It makes you think you see more, but it also makes you miss what truly matters. Another roll-down week approaches. Tyler's group is overwhelmed. Jerry, having stopped, feels strangely empty. Maggie tells him, "The Jerry I know wouldn't quit before finding the answer. As long as we're together, it's okay to be a little foolish." Jerry regains his resolve. They head back to Massachusetts immediately. The accountant cheers them on from the roadside. Tyler soon realizes the prize pool is far smaller than expected. When he learns Jerry hasn't quit, he nearly flips the table. But then, he comes up with another plan. If Jerry won't let go of roll-down weeks, they'll create one themselves. He plans to hack the system and place $1 million in bets in a single day, triggering an early roll-down. Eric worries about the risk. If someone hits the jackpot, the entire million is gone. Tyler knows, but there's no other choice. Jerry and Maggie prepare, as usual, at the motel. Then Bill rushes in with news. The roll-down already happened last night. Jerry understands immediately. Tyler did it. Jerry drives to Harvard alone. He tells Tyler, "I'm not angry. I'm disappointed. If you can't share with others, then you truly have nothing." The words shake Tyler's standing within his group. In the end, Jerry chooses a different path. He and Maggie approach the lottery company and suggest publicly disclosing the prize pool amount. They explain that the roll-down mechanism revived ticket sales, and the company was still making money. The negotiation succeeds. Later, the loophole is exposed. The lottery is canceled. In the final round, Jerry wins $27 million. They donate most of the money to rebuilding the town and helping kids go to school. The only thing Jerry buys for himself is a new pickup truck. He rarely drives it, but to him, it's the best investment he's ever made.